What a start to year 2 of the NEC women's basketball road trip. We began conference play right here in Fairfield, Connecticut with two teams who have high hopes to challenging for the 2014 Northeast Conference Championship. St. Francis, Sacred Heart, they've combined to win 14 of the last 18 NEC titles, and we saw a great offensive show here today. It was tied at 48 at halftime, but then Sacred Heart pulled away in the second half, led by Gabby Washington's career-high 35 points. Coach, what was the difference in this game that allowed Sacred Heart to pull away as the second half wore on?
Well, ironically enough, Craig, they kind of beat PA at their own game, and I don't think anybody was really expecting it, but credit to them. They only played about 7-8 deep, but they did not get tired. They were able to play at that up-tempo, fast pace, and we saw PA start to lose their wind and lose their legs a little bit. So I'm sure it's something that, Coach Haig will reevaluate, but both teams played so hard, and it was a really fun game to watch, and to be able to broadcast along with you. Two great teams, and I'm sure we're going to see them again real soon here in the future.
There will be a rematch in Loretto later on this season, and you never know what March will hold, obviously, as these two teams are top contenders. This game featured 6 ties, 13 lead changes. It was very exciting to watch, but Coach, now looking forward to how both these teams will fare going up against the rest of the Northeast competition, with great players on both rosters. They very much will be towards the top of the conference standings when all is said and done, you would think.
Oh, absolutely. They have plenty of veterans still on these programs, even though each team has lost some key players from last year, and Sacred Heart has a new head coach, but obviously they're responding and they're buying right into her system and succeeding at it. So, it's the first conference game of the year, and both teams will look at this tape and acknowledge the things that they did well, but also look at those things that they need to work on, and they'll get right at it tomorrow in practice.
Then they'll be back at it on Monday. We have Sacred Heart bringing Robert Morris, the preseason #1, and you have St. Francis going to Central Connecticut State Central, looking to rebound after struggling in that second half today, allowing that lead to evaporate against the Colonials. Now, you look ahead to the game that will be out next week, stop 2 of our 2014 road trip. It's a rivalry that you're familiar with a little bit. We have St. Francis Brooklyn taking on LIU Brooklyn. You throw out the records when those two get together. It's quite the rivalry. What is it like with those two schools when they go at it on the basketball court?
Yeah, well, very similar to what you saw tonight with St. Francis, PA, and Robert Morris. There's just Sacred Heart. There's just so much tradition there. They're walking distance between those two schools.
Right.
So you can see them out on the street in Brooklyn Heights. You can see them at restaurants, and everybody is very cordial with each other when you're seeing each other off court. And then once you step on that court, it's all about who is the best of Brooklyn. So I'm expecting that to be a great game on the 11th down at the Barclays Center. So proud of the Terriers. I have to just give a little shout out to them. I mean, Coach Thurston, John Thurston's just doing such a great job with getting them to play as a team. They're just playing so hard, and those kids are juniors, so they've really come into their own, and it's really fun to see, and I'm so happy for them.
Coach, great game. It was a lot of fun broadcasting this one with you today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We thank Coach Brenda Milano for appearing here on our post-game recap as the Sacred Heart Pioneers win their 13th conference opener in 15 years. They start 1-0 in NEC play as they defeat St. Francis today, 95-88 here at the Pitt Center in Fairfield.